Afie the NPP minority abusuya omoje omohomena ewo political highway net papa. Omo petition eye diplomatic eye corps say etese omo intervene cause they were eye certain government no and as NDC government no omo abuse omo weaponize state institutions on them and as omo arrest NPP officials ni bi no omo NPP minority omo adwene ho a omo nte ase enti no NPP leaders no led by the likes of Nanabi Afenyo Markins and NPP gurus ni bi omo kokopie mu ewo diplomatic corps no at the petition ekokomo omo say with immediate effect and many ya no omo mbra na omo mbambe ka bi omo ma aban no anas President Mahama ehun say sa free speech na omo di nkomo omo kasatia government ne keto bi ane aba arrest omo ma government ne hu say omo nsoso omo so na we na enrada omo de petition no kokopiem no abusuya enkofo no ehwe omo authorities ne hwe omo sa mo MPP for na nkasa mo nye serious petition na omo de coin na NPP for na kasa omo say ye abuse omo state no weaponize omo state institutions against omo NPP minority no abusuya omo hwe omo say ya na omo de petition no omo amodane omo ni ko ya na omo to petition ne to baby omo throw out the petition kra and nentia kra ya sanso anya according to Dr. Rashid Tanko no o se pass NPP official bi ebe apply for visa ye de be ma no ensida o se diplomatic corps no omo nim de yakoso bia o man ni mo authorities no say o kwa apply US visa intisi an ya ban NPP officials no for traveling US visa bia na say for traveling visa bia no ya bande omo yemfa services ni mo bio mom yenko na yenkonkoti Dr. Rashid Tanko after say NPP for ne file a petition against NDC government for weaponizing state institution against them no abusuya mom yenko na yenkonkoti unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be drop no so onsa ebetumi aka.
The opposition NPP has had a very busy day today. Tonight, the party makes its boldest move yet, calling on the diplomatic community in Ghana to pay attention to what the party describes as deteriorating human rights and democratic governance in country. Now, the party didn't only make the call, but to drum home their concerns, delivered a petition to the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, who doubles as the ambassador for the Kingdom of Morocco to Ghana, Imani Ouadil. The party accused government of criminalizing dissent, weaponizing state institutions, and using security agencies to target opposition voices. Take a listen.
The Ghanaian people are increasingly witnessing a deliberate and systematic weaponization of state institutions against political opponents, journalists, social media commentators, and dissenting voices. The emerging pattern of intimidation, arbitrary arrests, selective prosecutions, politically motivated detentions, and suppression of free speech bears disturbing resemblance to the dark and painful periods of Ghana's political history, commonly remembered as the culture of silence. The most disturbing feature of the present administration is the gradual resurrection of criminal libel and state-sponsored censorship. The abuse of state security agencies for partisan political purpose has become deeply entrenched. National security operatives, National Investigation Bureau, IOCO, and the Ghana Police are increasingly being deployed against opposition figures in dramatic Rambo-style arrests, midnight raids, dawn invasion of private residences, and prolonged detention under onerous and punitive bail conditions. The selective and partisan application of the law has become impossible to ignore.
Meanwhile, the National Youth Organizer of the NPP, Salam Mustafa, has threatened that the NPP will weaponize its support base and make Ghana extremely ungovernable if government does not stop harassment prosecution, and intimidation of party folk. Take a look.
We're in dark days. The dreaded culture of silence is being gradually reintroduced in our country. Today, if you're an NPP person, when you wake up, you don't know whether you are the next person on the list. And that these days, when you are going out, you must prepare yourself well. You must have toothpaste, toothbrush, sponge, Milo, Cerelac on you, because you don't know whether you'll be picked up in the next moment. Is this the democracy that our forebears fought for? Is this the kind of society we want to build? And we think that as a party, we will not sit by and allow this government to continue to harass, molest, intimidate our members. And we are serving this notice to government that the intimidation must end. And we are damn serious about it. And that if the harassment, intimidation, prosecution, and everything doesn't stop, whatever will happen, nobody should blame us. But if they will not concentrate on making sure that the Ghanaian people get reprieve, that the cost of living that is going up goes down, then we will make this country very ungovernable for them. And trust me, when the NPP says we'll react, we'll react. Mm-hmm. And if this nonsense doesn't stop, we will weaponize our support base and we will make this country extremely ungovernable for them. We are sending this warning and caution to government that release Abronye. Otherwise, should anything happen to Abronye in custody, you have us to contend with.
Rashid Tanko Computer is a national executive of the NDC, a member of his government as well, he's joining us on the back of this latest development. Thank you so much, Tanko, for your time tonight. But you heard the NPP. Why does your government, your party, keep going after NPP folk?
Kemeni, let me say good evening to you and your cherished viewers across the globe. Kemeni, you and your team from Media General should ignore the NPP with the contempt they deserve. In fact, they are wasting everybody's time, as well as their own time. We have lived with NPP for 8 years in this country. In fact, history is not on their side when it comes to freedom of speech or free speech in this country. They don't have any good history. And they should be the last political party to be talking about freedom of speech in this country. In fact, His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, has sworn to uphold rule of law. And he's doing that in this country. In fact, he's the only president so far who has not interfered in the activities of the judiciary or the security service. He has allowed them to operate independently of themselves. Look, the judiciary is an arm of government. 3 arms of government: the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. The judiciary is an arm of government. If you attack the judiciary, you are attacking the constitution of this country. Invariably, it's a treasonable offense. So if they have elected themselves to now use the judiciary as a punching bag and think that they can attack the judiciary has equal right to make sure that they protect themselves.
I see. Tanko, in their meeting, in their meeting with the
nothing to do. I'm saying that, Kemeni, let's make it very clear. The arrest has nothing to do with executives. You have attacked the judiciary. The judiciary have decided to act accordingly. And you think that is the executives? They have been holding press conferences and attacking the executive day in, day out. Have we arrested them?
Right, which is why I'm bringing to your attention that their comment is not only coming on the back of the latest, detention of the Bono region chairman of the party, Abronye DC, but they also outline a list of other people who have been either invited officially arrested or detained for one thing or the other, including things that they have said. And their concern is that it's a sign that the government of the day is cracking down on dissent.
Kemeni, if you make reckless statement, lawless statement, you will not be allowed to sleep in your house. Don't write on the back of political party and say, because I'm a political party member, so I can go haywire, as if they were rare. We have been brought up to respect leadership, to respect elders. Our culture and tradition abhor some of the behaviors of some of these boys. You just get up because data is cheap, then they start writing all manner of rubbish. And then when they are picked to come and substantiate, then leadership of NPP will run and just because there is an upcoming election. They are going to have internal election. So some of them are using that to market themselves. They know what the boys are doing. It's not good. We can't toy with this democracy we are having, Kemeni.
I see. So Tanko,
we have to make sure that this democracy is sanitized, is properly nurtured, so that our future generation will come and enjoy it.
I agree.
But the fact that you are in opposition doesn't mean that the country should go into flames.
Right. So this is what I want you to clarify for me, Tanko. What then is the difference if, your response is that if you speak recklessly, you'll be dealt with? How different is it when the NPP was in office and did similar?
That's why I'm saying that. Why is it that for 8 years, did they invite me to any police station? That is the question we should be asking each other. If people were invited to come and substantiate their distance, they would have been involved in some reckless statement. That is why maybe they were invited. But we are saying that as of now, the government of the day, look, if you are talking of freedom of speech, I'm sure you saw the World Index of freedom of speech. Ghana is ranked as very high, 2025 index. If we're attacking freedom of speech, do you think we would have been ranked high in this country? What are they talking about? People just get up and then they say all manner of things.
Well,
it doesn't make sense.
So what they have done now...
A judge is wearing a sack and calling himself a judge. How can you say this? How can you say this?
Well, so the party today...
And they are glorifying this?
The party today spoke with the diplomatic community and presented a petition to the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps. How does that come to you?
In fact, they are not going to mind them. The diplomats are in this country. They have been listening to them. Do you know that America... have you seen that America embassy? They've put up a statement that any post that you are putting on social media should be public. Have you seen that statement? Do you know the import of that statement? They want to see what kind of publication you are doing on social media. Go and see why they are rejecting people visa application because of what they write on social media. I've been telling my peers another thing. Be careful what you put on social media, because the foreign missions are monitoring all our platforms and all that. You go and put any reckless things there. You are writing reckless things about your state, and you think that you come near them asking for visa and they don't mind you. So they have been monitoring them. They know all these people who paraded there and presented the so-called report to them. They know each of them. They are not going to mind them. They won't even listen to them.
I see.
But we see, they know the president. Look, our president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is rated high. That is why when he went to UN, the only president in Africa who was able to garner over 130 leaders across the globe to vote for him.
Well,
for a motion that he moved. Because they respect him so high.
Tanko, you must have also heard how the youth organizer of the party says that they will make it ungovernable for the NDC if you don't stop harassing their people. What do you make of that?
Is the youth organizer going to be in Togo and make the Ghana ungovernable, or is going to be in Benin? Is he not also going to be in Ghana here?
I can't answer that question for you.
No, you should ask him that question. Whether he's going to be in Togo and be making Ghana ungovernable, or he's going to be in Benin. We are all in Ghana. We are all Ghanaians. He has wife. Well, he has wife. I know he's my brother. He has wife and children. Who is he going to make the county governor for? Is this his family? Masa, madam, let me tell you, the current leadership of the security setup in this country are top notch. They are watching everybody.
All right then.
They are watching everybody, and I can assure you that this country will be peaceful. It will be peaceful today. It will be peaceful tomorrow, and to continue to be peaceful after 2028 election, when they finally lose heavily again.
Tanko,
it will be peaceful.
Tanko, that's all the time I have for our conversation tonight. I appreciate your insight always. The boots for court after the Supreme Court admitted the application to join the ongoing case challenging the constitutionality of the Office of the Special Prosecutor. You may recall the substantive case filed by private citizen Noah Adamte questions whether some powers exercised by the OSP are consistent with provisions of the 1992 Constitution. Now, the CSOs, Ghana Center for Democratic Development, Transparency International, Imani Africa, One Ghana Movement, Africa Center for Energy Policy, Star Ghana, Odikro, and Parliamentary Network Africa, just a few of them, they say they were instrumental in the establishment of the OSP and can therefore assist the court in determining the issues raised in the ongoing suit. Now, tonight, we know the Attorney General's office did not oppose the motion. Now, that is curious for some watchers, and I'll tell you why. Because when the OSP attempted to be party to the case, the motion was opposed and subsequently failed. So let's have a quick chat on the back of that. Tonight, legal practitioner Martin Kpebu joins us for a bit more on this development. Martin, good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time tonight. But, you know, how I have laid out the issues. The OSP on one hand wanted to join the lawsuit. It was a no from the states, the AG's office specifically. But with the 14 CSOs, absolutely no opposition at all. And people are reading meanings into that. What do you make of it?
So, what reading would I make? I would say straight away that it's because it appears to me that for the OSP itself, because from this, if you review the antecedents, the history, you see that the OSP derives its powers from the AG, and naturally the AG would want to see to stamp its authority. That's why the AG would say, but it's clear from the Constitution that you don't have powers by yourself. You are under me. So you are not a necessary party. But when the CSOs come in, okay, they are a bit notionally, not realistically. I say notionally independent. But when you go, remember, I've been making this strong point that a lot of them, when you go into details, you see that they are collaborators with the OSP. They are not independent as such. Some of them, it is even their collaboration with the OSP enables them to get funding. Yeah, so they are actually beneficiaries of the OSP system. So you see that as soon as there's anything that's likely to shake that system, they would panic and would want to protect their own stomachs. That's very clear. Some of them benefit from that collaboration. Even until recently, some of them were openly displayed. You can look for old OSP annual reports, etc. You see some of them with their logos there as official partners of the OSP. So these CSOs are persons, organizations that have benefited from the system, the setup of the OSP. So naturally, they would not want to be labeled as fair weather friends. Today that the OSP is in trouble, they naturally have to get up to fight. And also, if it continues, this current structure continues, they will stand to benefit. So in actual fact, quite a number of them are not independent at all. They are actually collaborators. They are partisan. They are not neutral. But, well, it's a democracy. Let as many people be heard as possible. And then let's see how it goes. It's good. The conversation is good because, you see, the only part of the conversation I don't see us giving much attention to is that the genesis of this crisis we have is because we've seen that we didn't create a strong system of who watches the watchman. So we created an office of with who is like an angel on earth. We all just assume that subsequent special prosecutors will be in the mode of Martinamidu. But we've quickly learned that no, special to catalog a lot of ills of the Kissie Ejabe administration at the special prosecutor office of special prosecutor. So that is where the real fight is. It's
okay, abusunya we ne ensema ekoso e wo political highway so. Dr. Rashid Tanku and I attending NPP for petitioner on the coin no ya true star petition out omo visas and so no ya bandia enye it grabada mase some je pene kokoti sa ensem way edema gossip politics TV so bedamase